Furboy and Warrior show.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going? Long time no see.
Welcome to episode 2 of Furboy and Warrior.
Episode dos. This episode we're gonna talk about how not to greet someone. Basically, what you shouldn't do, or if you want to mess with them, what you should do. So
last episode we talked about answering the door in weird ways. Today we're going to talk about just handshakes, hugs, and just general high fives or knuckle bumps.
Yeah.
That make it really awkward.
Really awkward. And the fact that you're watching this video about how to be or how not to be awkward from two homeschoolers just says everything about how sad your life is. Because if you need to learn about how not to be socially awkward by two homeschoolers,
then
I don't know what's wrong with you.
What have you been doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, to start off, our first... I guess we don't have anything prepared, do we?
No, I have one. The first hug, okay, I'm going to start off with what I like to call the freeze frame. Okay? So, this is the first awkward hug. Furboy!
Hey!
Sometimes you can even get them to come back for another hug. You'd be like, okay, no, I'll actually hug you this time. And then they come in and you don't do it again. And they're just like,
just trap them.
And then at that point, they're just questioning themselves, like, did I just fall for that again?
It's a great method. What I will bring to the table this time is the method that people probably used before, where you just try to lean in the same direction that the other person is leaning, and you can even continue it even a little farther than the original lean. You can watch. Check it out.
Yes.
Hey!
How's it going? That was okay.
That was fun.
So the greatest thing about that one is we were trying to lean the same way, then we tried to shake hands the same way, and then we went to go for a high five with the same hand. And apparently, if you do that, if you're not aiming right, then your hand just like slides right off and hits them.
As I found out.
Yes, that was on accident, believe it or not. Oh, that's good. Okay.
So what do you have for us, Bill?
This is my favorite. It just makes the other person look like a complete idiot. It's called awkward in disguise, I'll call it, because nobody knows that you do anything. It's just awkward for the other person. And then everyone who's watching, they think that the other person just went like insane for no reason. It's fantastic. Check it out.
Well, let's look at it. Holy cow! Driving your thumbs into one's armpits is like the equivalent of like a cattle prod. It's not fun.
No. So, for those of you who couldn't see what happened there, the key is to go under their arms. And as you're going under, you shoot your thumbs right up into their armpit. It works brilliantly. And then it's just like, oh, okay. And then they back off instantly. Doesn't look like you did anything wrong. So then you're just like, what was that? And you just like walk away like they just had like...
People have lost friends over this, but at least it was
a lot of friends and enemies.
Exactly. Wait, what?
It's possible.
So now for you, this next one is
misinterpreted.
It gets misinterpreted sometimes. It's just when you're thinking one thing and your friend's thinking another thing, sometimes it just doesn't work. Watch it. Hey, how's it going? Oh.
It's always great when you can add more awkward to an awkward scene. That's what that throw up was.
Awkward is always best in excess.
Throw up makes more things awkward because the person doesn't know if they should feel mad at you or be sad that you just threw up. It's like a mixed feeling because, if you throw up on the ground, they're going to be like, oh,
I hate you. I feel sorry for you at the same time.
Because you don't know what to do. Especially when you throw up on like their favorite stuffed animal.
Anyway.
If they have
Let's
a
move
stuffed
on.
animal.
What next do you have for us?
Okay. This next one. This is let's see. This goes from cool to not cool to creepy. So, cool, not cool, creepy. I'll call it that.
That's a pretty good progression.
Yes. Anyways, you gotta be careful with this one because You gotta make it look natural. If it doesn't look natural, then they're just gonna think like, what is wrong with you? And again, this one is awkward in disguise. It just like creeps them out and no one else can see what you're doing, okay? Check it out. Furboy, how's it going? Oh man, it's so...
Hey, I was like, oh my goodness.
I love this song.
Causing pain to the one you're hugging always
It's
makes the
not
hug.
pain. It's called tickling. Okay, so I learned this hug when I was meeting one of my
They're
good
the same
friends.
thing.
Okay, and so what happened is like you know how sometimes you'll go for the handshake and then you'll go for the hug, right? I mean,
Exactly.
sometimes you do that. When you gotta make it look natural, else it's just like handshake and then like pull them in for a hug. That just looks weird. You gotta make sure that it's one and the same thing. Anyways, so then once you get your hand in there, right up next to their stomach, I mean, as you're hugging, they can't pull you away.
You
So
can
you
do
hold-
all kinds of mischief.
Whoa. Anyway, so you hold them close, and then you just like take your fingers and you start tickling them, and that's what happened.
No one else can see. They're just alone.
They just start backing out with the butt.
But first, escape from the hug as fast as they possibly can.
And then don't let them get away. Once you started tickling them, pursue it.
Until they either give up or try to defeat you.
Or no longer want to talk to you. Okay, first of all, for those of you who are listening to our show, if you carry out all these to people you don't know very well, you're probably not going to make any new friends.
This is not first impression kind of stuff. We're
No.
hoping to do these things with family members and friends. But, I mean, you can do them with people you've never met before if you don't plan on making any friends.
And if you don't plan on ever seeing them again. For example, train rides, great. Bus rides, fantastic.
Supermarket, great.
Yeah. Just make sure you're not doing it in a spot that you'll be most of the times. Like if you're working a cash register, don't do it. They'll come back and they'll like slay you. Or fillet you.
Depending if you're from Chick-fil-A. Anyway, this next one, I don't really feel like explaining it actually. I feel like you guys should just watch it.
I don't even know what he's gonna do. We'll find out.
Alright, check it out. What's going on, What's going on?
Nothing much. Well, that was unexpected. Just like suddenly everything's
Just
going
pull them
down.
down. Just tackle them.
Make sure you really know these people well.
And make sure you know the place you're performing it because you don't want to do that on a sidewalk.
Or by the Grand Canyon. Think about it.
People have died this way.
Lots of people have. In fact, I believe the numbers are up to 43 now.
43 this year? Or just all time?
I'll have to look at that. I don't know. Just from that hug, okay? So be careful. It is dangerous and deadly.
Don't try it at home. Well, actually, no, only try it at home. And maybe other people's home. I don't know. What do you have for us, Phil?
Okay, well...
Wait, who's Philip? My knife? I mean, Warrior.
Yes, Warrior. Anyways, thank you, Furboy. So, I think we've almost exhausted the hugs, but there's a majority of ways to awkwardly ruin a high five or a knuckle bump. I mean...
Bones. It's called bones.
Knuckle bones?
Just bones. Like, just punch it. Watch.
The times when you try to
Bones.
sound cool, Samuel, just doesn't work.
It's what it's called. Anyway,
Okay, so...
what do you have for us?
Can we just, like, pause in this awkward moment?
Jump cut.
Okay, so here are a variety of ways to ruin a perfectly good high five or bones. Enjoy. Pound it, Snow. Pound it, TIE Fighter. Pound it, Snowman.
That's a pretty messed up.
Pound it! Turkey! Gobble, gobble. Wait. Gobble. Furboy!
Hey. Oh.
Yeah! Woo!
We are not friends anymore.
That's why you only judge people you know.
It seems you kind of gave up on the whole awkward and just went towards the whole injury or engage into the handshake / fishbone bones.
Yeah, I just love finishing it out with a bang or with a smack.
Just kick it, slap it, something they're not expecting.
He was not expecting that. It was great.
And it actually hurt.
It did hurt. Is your hand red? Oh, there's red. There's red. Cool. That's how it's done. You gotta make sure you hit him nice and hard. Nice and hard. Make sure you're not wearing shoes because shoes could actually do more damage. The foot just makes a nice loud smack that'll make anyone watching stare.
And plus that you're getting your foot all the way up there, that's the last thing they're thinking their hands
Yeah, you gotta make sure that you go
with.
high so that they go low. So that when they go low, you can smack it.
Yeah. The last thing we got for you guys is actually handshakes now, because we covered hugs and we've covered hand slap, high five, bones. Now we're gonna do handshakes in the awkward ways you can do a handshake with somebody.
I believe Sam has a painful handshake he wants to demonstrate.
Very much.
And this time I'll let him do it to me, because I've got to stab him today. Got into slam him into the front of a couch, kick his hand.
I sort of slammed
smack
myself
his
into the front of
face.
the couch.
So this time is actually time for him to do something.
All right, let's see it.
Yes, show us. Hey, how's it going? Oh,
How's it going on?
jerk.
When you slap them with their own hand, it's not exactly offensive because they did it to themselves and they don't really know what to think.
I don't know how much I agree with you on that.
Or at least that's what the book says. So.
Yeah, but it's all about inflicting pain, okay? All about smoothly inflicting pain.
Because they are expecting just a congenial, happy experience of engaging in a handshake with you, and you just flip it around.
Okay, so this isn't so much how you greet someone, but this is what you can do when two people are talking, okay? And they're at least like this close to each other. You can't do it if they're like 5 feet away, but if they're like 3 feet apart, then this is perfect. And it's all about inflicting pain and getting away from the blame.
Let's watch it.
Pain, no blame, okay? Check this out. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. Hi. How's it going?
So I did that one to my sisters. I wasn't actually expecting that to come out.
Those weren't your sisters.
No, when I originally came up with it, I did it to my sisters.
Special thanks on that one to the Turtle and Pig Commander.
Yes.
They were to help demonstrate.
Thank you for letting me make you smack each other in the faces. We really mean that. That thank you, not the smack. But that's how it's done. I mean, you didn't make them. Well, you didn't slap them. I mean, they slapped each other. So all they can really get mad at is each other's reactions to your motion.
Yeah, you were just trying to get them together.
You're just trying to get them to be more acquainted. And well, it worked. Only not in the way that most people would want to be.
And you also have to get out there very, very quickly.
Yes.
Because they'll quickly realize what happened.
But if you're gone by the time they start looking for you, then like they don't care any longer. They're just like instantly back at hurting each other.
They need to inflict the pain to the nearest person who is blameable.
Yes. Yeah, so then they'll just like go at each other and just like start smacking each other and get mad at each other while you get away scot-free if you run fast enough. So make sure that you have a tree you can hide behind or like a bush or maybe a wall. I don't know. You be creative. Make your own bush. Make your own tree. Make your own wall. Jump in a car. Jump
I
off
would
a
be
cliff.
suspicious if you had a tree you made just sitting nearby to hide behind. Anyway, is that all we have for them?
I
this week?
believe so.
Yeah, we're probably running out of time. Well, thanks for watching this second episode of Furboy and Warrior.
Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you guys again soon. If you did enjoy this episode, make sure you subscribe. I don't know where the
it's like down
the
there.
subscribe button is probably down in that local area.
Down there.
So if you can't see right down there, then just look around. I mean,
It's on the screen somewhere. Or maybe we'll put an annotation.
You're in the
Probably won't put an
20
annotation. We might.
first century, you should be able to find a subscribe button on a computer, online.
Right next to the name Philip Pullman.
Stay sweet.
And stay tasty. Furboy out.